Trump supporters marched to the Capitol after the president addressed the rally, some of them turning violent, breaching the barricades and moving quickly into the Capitol building Wednesday afternoon. This video shows them simply overwhelming one officer on the first floor and making their way up to the Senate chamber where Vice President Pence was presiding over Electoral College proceedings. Pictures show guards with guns drawn, crouching behind barriers to keep the intruders out of the legislative chambers. Lawmakers took cover on the floor and were told to put on gas masks.
We were just told that there has been tear gas in the rotunda, and we're being instructed to each of us get a gas mask.
In a moment that was unprecedented and unimaginable for many Americans, Capitol Police were forced to evacuate the vice president and members of the House and Senate.
The lawmakers quickly made their way out to secure locations while the mob took over, posing in ludicrous shots in the Senate. Outside the Capitol, the protesters waved Trump flags and a big Jesus flag. They literally climbed up the walls, tore down metal barricades at the bottom of the Capitol steps, and forced police to back up on the steps, eventually taking over. Democrats and many Republicans blamed the president for the violence.
No question that the president formed the mob, the president incited the mob.
At a midday rally for his supporters, the president seemed to deliver a mixed message.
You'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength. I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard.
In the late afternoon, President-elect Biden called out the mob for an insurrection bordering on sedition and told the president to stop them.
I call on President Trump to go on national television now to fulfill his oath and defend the Constitution and demand an end to this siege.
Shortly after, Trump released a video on Twitter where he told the mob to go home, but also praised them and condemned the election.
This was a fraudulent election, but we can't play into the hands of these people. We have to have peace. So go home. We love you. You're very special.
Twitter later pulled the video and locked down the president's account, citing its civic integrity policy. A long list of faith leaders also called out the mob, including Trump faith advisor Robert Jeffress.
Disobeying and assaulting police is a sin, whether it's done by Antifa or by angry Republicans.
One protester was killed after authorities shot her inside the Capitol during the chaos. 3 others died from medical emergencies. Eventually, the National Guard arrived and used tear gas and percussion grenades to clear the Capitol. By nightfall, the crowds had largely dispersed. This morning on Twitter, via an aide, the president promised a, quote, orderly transition on January 20th. This after lawmakers returned last night to finish the task they started, certifying Joe Biden's win in the Electoral College. Heather Sells, CBN News.